Guys, is it just me or do I think that the real Annabelle doll escaped and they replaced it with a fake one?
Did they really find Annabelle? They're saying she was on tour, but now they're saying she never left. So which one is it? She's back in the Warrens Museum, right? There is no way that is the real doll. They look completely different. I mean, don't you find it a little weird that the doll is all of a sudden found in Connecticut? At first, she was in New Orleans, and then Texas, then Chicago, and now people are saying that she's in Detroit, Michigan, even though she's supposedly in Connecticut. Where is she at? Y'all, this whole scandal is really sketchy. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this.
Has the Annabelle doll really been found? According to the team behind the Haunted Dolls tour, the infamous Annabelle has been safely recovered and is now back on tour, terrifying fans across the country. But not everyone is buying it. Online netizens are sounding the alarm, claiming that the real doll was never actually found. In fact, some allege that the team quietly stitched together a convincing replica just to keep the tour going after the original mysteriously vanished. But that's not all. On the other hand, a group of other people believe that the whole thing of the doll being lost was just but a publicity stunt that was meant to make this whole tour popular or to bring the whole tour on people's charts. And that's not all again. There's also a group of other people who believe that the original Annabelle doll was never on tour in the first place. They believe that the doll was or has been locked up in the Vatican by the Catholic Church years ago, and it was never on tour in the first place. It has not been seen. That is what they believe. Now, amidst this confusion, it's hard to tell the truth, but in this video we ask ourselves, what's the truth? Is the real Annabelle back in her case or still out there roaming free, or is the real Annabelle in the Vatican? As always with the issue of Annabelle, the line between myth and reality is blurry and creepy as ever. So in this video we look at people who are reacting to this whole story, or we look at what netizens have to say about the whole story. Now please stick until the end of the video because I want to hear what your thoughts are. I want to hear what you think about this specific topic. Please tell me what you think in the comment section. Which side will you side with? Now, as you know, I am your presenter Kachina, and if you are coming across this channel for the first time, please give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel. This is the kind of content that I post, and I do that on a daily. So subscribe to this channel because I'll never disappoint. So without wasting any time, let's get straight into the video.
So it was said that it was not a crackhead that took this Annabelle doll, because it shows that Annabelle was never missing, that it was nothing but a rumor. I mean, when I heard when this demonic doll was missing, I had to hop on a trend trying to see what's going on, because that doll ain't to be played with. I mean, last thing we heard was she was on tour and all of a sudden somebody then lost her. It's almost like, what the elf? So I'm just happy that she was never missing. She's actually back at the Warrens Museum, back in her box where she belongs. She don't need to be going anywhere. So I'm just happy that everything was fine. Somebody started this rumor, because I was shaking in my boots when I found out this demonic doll was missing. So I mean, I just can't. I had to come on here and say, hey, this Annabelle missing. I mean, her been trying to find the damn doll, because I don't want her to come over here now. Don't come to Alabama. Do not come here. So I'm just glad that she's right where she need to be at. Now, even though this rumor started with Annabelle being missing, what if a crackhead really did took Annabelle? Where would they take her to? What would be the first place they'll take her to? I always wondered that. If a crackhead took Annabelle, where would they take her to? That's a good question.
What if I told you that the Annabelle doll, the real Annabelle doll, the one that's possessed by a demon, has actually been locked up in the Vatican since 2005? And the one that they're prancing all over the United States is actually a fake, and they don't even know it. Listen to this. So we've all seen all the videos about Annabelle being traipsed all over the country, going to all these places and letting everybody get a glimpse of Mrs. Demon-possessed doll. And at least in New Orleans, she created a little bit of havoc, supposedly burning a plantation house down and freeing some prisoners. No big deal. That's the rumor. But people paid to stand in front of her and snap a selfie and say that they saw the most dangerous doll of all time. I was this close to being absolutely done with all the Annabelle shit, but I got an email from somebody that I don't get these kind of emails. The email came from a random Gmail account. No name on the email. Just the subject line regarding the Annabelle doll tour. And here's what it said. I saw your video on the Annabelle doll. I followed you for a long time, and I think that you're one of the few people who might actually listen to this. I'll listen to anything. You seem to understand that not everything we're told is the truth. So here it is. The doll that's on tour right now, that is not Annabelle. Not the real one. The original Annabelle hasn't been seen since 2005. That's when she was handed over quietly to the Vatican. There are a few stories about how it happened, but the one that I believe is this. Ed Warren knew that his time was running out. He didn't want Lorraine to deal with that thing all by herself. He believed that the entity inside the doll wasn't just a demon. It was something older, something ancient, something that was using that doll the same way as a parasite uses a host. And he was afraid that after he was gone, no one in the United States could contain it properly. So Ed contacted people he trusted in Rome. And before the end of 2005, the real Annabelle doll was sealed in a crate, labeled as religious artifact, and shipped under Vatican protection. And since then, nothing. No one has seen her. The doll that was in the locked glass case is just a fake. It is not the real Annabelle doll. The people that are taking it on tour may not even realize that this isn't the same doll. Although it might carry some energy, sure, objects like that pick things up over time, but it is not her. Just thought you should know. Don't try to trace me. Don't reply to this email. Signed, a friend who knows too much. Dude, I'm not a hacker. I have no way of tracing. I have no idea. I did reply back, but I don't think I'm going to get an answer. Now, could this be a fake? Of course it could be a fake. But if it's a fake, it's a really smart fake because everything in it lines up. The timing, the secrecy, the fear that Ed Warren had near the end. Could Ed Warren have had contacts in the Vatican? Absolutely he could have. Do I think that the Vatican houses cursed objects? Abso-freaking-lutely I do. I also believe in Bigfoot though, so there's that. So maybe the doll in the case that we've all been fawning over for the past couple weeks isn't the real Annabelle doll at all. Maybe it's not, but one thing is abundantly clear, that if it's in the Vatican, we are never going to see that thing again, and we're never going to freaking know, right? Let me know in the comment section what you think. Damn it, man.
Guys, is it just me or do I think that the real Annabelle doll escaped and they replaced it with a fake one?
We just found out who stole the Annabelle doll into the back of this man's SUV. And we even got the man's license plate. He's from New York. And obviously this is the case with the Annabelle doll right here in the back. There has been several videos saying Annabelle was spotted downtown Atlanta, but those are fake. Obviously that video was posted like by 2020. It was years old. But to the people who are saying the Annabelle doll was never missing to begin with is completely delusional. Like, do not listen to people reporting that they see the Annabelle doll, it was with them the other night, because the Annabelle doll was missing at one point and was found. But here is the scary part. Why did they make a response video immediately? Why did they do it and they didn't wait? That's because the Annabelle doll was actually missing and they had to cover their butts. I think it's a complete cover up. The Annabelle doll is still out there and missing to this day, and that's a fake one that is spotted right now. With everything going on with the inmates getting released and fire started in New Orleans, that sounds a little too suspicious. I am not a person that believes in coincidences. No, I do not. Ed and Lorraine Warren have said multiple times, do not take this doll on tour. Do not look into its eyes. Do not remove it from the case. And people are trying to cover it up saying it's a hoax and she's not missing, but she really is. But what do you think down below in the comments?
We messed up bad. Hey! Hey guys! You seem jumpy. Can I ask you a strictly hypothetical question? Yeah, sure. Hypothetically speaking, what if we lost the doll?
I beg your finest pardon?
Would that be bad? You lost it! Kind of! One does not kind of lose one of the most haunted objects in human history! I mean, is this really that big a deal? Where did you lose it? Don't be mad. I will slap the bitch off you right now. We lost her in Louisiana. What? I'm so sorry. You fucking moron! Sorry! Why on God's green earth would you take the doll to the most haunted state in the country? We did it for the views! Pray this phone call is your salvation. What? We got her. Ugh, she's pretty pissed off, but yeah, we got her. Oh, thank God. Okay. Get her back to site and put her on ice, and tell the budgeting department to stop renting her out!
So now they talk about they done found the Annabelle doll in Detroit. Now, Annabelle, I'm gonna tell you one motherfucking thing, okay? Annabelle, if you shot the Skillet baby, I'm on your ass, okay? That's the only thing that can make me be on Annabelle's ass. Annabelle, I know damn motherfucking well you ain't found them motherfucking Detroits. I know damn motherfucking well you ain't go over there and do all that.
Did you guys see the video of them moving the real haunted Annabelle doll out of Ed and Lorraine Warren's Haunted Objects Museum and putting it on tour with the host of Paranormal State? I've never seen the show. I don't have anything personal against this guy, but I think this is really harmful to the paranormal community. And I'm just going to tell you why real quick, because I think that putting this thing on display under the guise of educating the public about the occult and continuing Ed and Lorraine's legacy is basically the same thing as like cosplaying paranormal and discrediting like real experiences. Like, please don't get mad at me for saying that, but I have my own little series. It's called Spooky Scary Storytime. It started on social media. I don't have a show. I don't have a huge platform, like nothing like this guy, right? But all the stories that I get are from real people, and they're often very vulnerable stories. Like, people want to be anonymous a lot of the time because they think that they're going to be looked at as crazy if they share their very real experiences that have left them shook. And like, these stories don't always involve the paranormal, but a lot of times they do. And the whole point of sharing these stories is like, they should exist somewhere. Like, people should be talking about these things because I think a lot of things exist beyond just black and white. Like, it's not just like everything's paranormal and everything's not. Like, I think there's a gray area. But I think there's some con artists. Like, I really do. And I'm not saying that about Ed and Lorraine Warren. I know they were widely loved in the paranormal.
The Annabelle doll is missing. She was on her way to Chicago to continue her world tour and somehow has been misplaced. Listen, Lorraine tried to warn you. She said this doll should never be moved because it's extremely dangerous and could unleash evil spirits. A day after she left New Orleans, also 10 prisoners escaped around the same time she was there. Now, the last set date of her going anywhere was in Texas, on the 17th, which was a couple days ago. Now, it isn't fully official that she is missing, but according to a lot of people, they don't know where she is. Arguably one of the most haunted dolls in reported history, said to have people who have looked at her long enough get into insane car accidents and almost lose their life because they ended up seeing her in their rearview mirror. This is not a doll that I would be going to see, let alone that I would be messing with. Especially after getting the warning from Lorraine Warren and the Warrens themselves to say, man, let's never move this doll, let's keep her encapsulated in this giant blessed box and call it a day. But you know how it is. So the question is she actually missing or did somebody steal her? Because reportedly she was on her way to Chicago and now no one knows where she is. But if for some reason she was stolen, she's not just misplaced, good luck to the person that ended up taking her, because their life is about to get extremely interesting.
The Annabelle doll is missing. She was on her way to Chicago to continue her world tour and somehow has been misplaced. Listen, Lorraine tried to warn you. She said this doll should never be moved because it's extremely dangerous and could unleash evil spirits. A day after she left New Orleans, also 10 prisoners escaped around the same time she was there. Now, the last set date of her going anywhere was in Texas, on the 17th, which was a couple days ago. Now, it isn't fully official that she is missing, but according to a lot of people, they don't know where she is. Arguably one of the most haunted dolls in reported history, said to have people who have looked at her long enough get into insane car accidents.
And there you have it, folks. Now, after looking at all these videos and people's reactions, you know, it's something that has been trending for the past few days, and at this moment I would not like to give my own judgment. From what you've seen, from what you've heard, from the research you've done, please just tell me what you think is going on with this whole Annabelle saga. Please tell me in the comment section. Share your thoughts. Don't be afraid. It's a free platform, you know. This platform is all about sharing our thoughts. It's all about having the conversation. Now, share your thoughts in the comment section and I'll be going through all the comments. Now, if you're watching for the first time, my name is Kachina and this is the kind of content that I upload on this channel. My previous channel was deleted and I have been forced to start all over again from scratch. Now, I'd ask you to support this channel by just subscribing to the channel. It's free, by the way. And yeah, in return I just post content here on a daily, and all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. That's value, you know. Anyway, I'll be seeing you in the next video. Until next time, have a good day or night or afternoon or whatever time you are watching this video.